Hey, just a heads up.
Henny Hotu, Ima Ryan Etisa. My name is Ryan, and I am the Tunica language instructor for the 14 plus Beginner 1 class. Joining me today is Dr. Moore, our linguist that has been assisting us with the language revitalization, and two of our language instructors, Tiana Preet Simon and Elizabeth Preet. So if you guys would like, introduce yourselves.
Penny, Ima, Rebecca, Atisa, Ima, Yana Tamashu. My name is Rebecca, and I am a linguist working, as Ryan said, with the Tunica language.
Hotu, Ima Eshkuniyawa Etisa, Ima Tiana Etisa, Ima Tawaruni Luchiaroni, Hesh, Ima Tawaruni To. So, hey, my name is Tiana, or Eshkuniyawa, which is Quiet Storm, and I am a Tunica language instructor as well, but today I am a teacher's aide.
Hotu, Ima Elizabeth Create Etisa, Ima Saburuni Luchironi, Lapuya Akawitiki.
Oh, so today, for our first class of the fall 2023 semester, I would like to just introduce everybody to the Tunica language and go over some greetings. When I teach, I usually like to explain everything that's going to be expected of this semester, just so, nobody's blindsided. So with that being said, here we go again. Welcome to the Tunica language. Our last fluent speaker was Sesostri Yukikamp, or also known as Sam Young. He passed away in the 50s, and in the 30s, he worked with Dr. Mary Haas, who was a linguist, to document the Tunica language and some stories. Now, before them, Albert Gatche and John Swanton worked with William Johnson and Volsin Cheeky on also some language aspects and cultural aspects. So with their combined work, they were able to put together a rudimentary Tunica dictionary that we use today to further the Tunica language and some lessons and other stuff, which will be available to y'all after this class, hopefully. So starting off, speaking Tunica, first off, Tunica is a very unique language, as in it is an isolate language. And what that means is it is not related to any other language known in the world. So we should be really taking pride in how Tunica is and where it's come from. But also speaking of Tunica, it has a lot of interesting aspects to it, I guess you can say. First off, Tunica is known as an SOV, or subject, object, verb. And the best way I can put it is talk Yoda like we do, or we talk like Yoda. And here are some examples. In English, we would say the red dog runs. But in Tunica, we would say the dog red runs. Also, in English, we would say Opal weaves baskets, but in Tunica, we would say Opal basket weaves. So hopefully with these examples, it would help out. Dr. Moore, do you have any other examples we can use?
Aha, not right now.
Not right now? All
Laco.
right. So the teaching methodology that we use comes in 5 steps. We do a demonstration. There we go. Physical response. Actually, I should be doing demonstration, physical response, hon aha, known vocab, and targeted vocabulary. We won't really go through all of that today, but look forward to that in the next lesson. So now, what we speak is what we consider New Tunica. Since we are not able to work with a fluent speaker, we are not able to probably pronounce or produce the way they used to back in the day. So what we're speaking today is different than what would be spoken back in the day. And, it's a lot of fun because it's like half the time we're sitting there like, oh, how do you think this was pronounced or said back in the day? And as before, I said we have a lot of resources to help you all out. The main one is our LCRP language instructors. That's myself, Rebecca Moore, the linguist, Elizabeth Parit, Tiana Parit Simon, and Sydney Barbary. So the best way to always figure something out is reach out to one of us, and we're always willing to help y'all. Another resource that we have is Webinary. So you can go to webinary.com/tunica-tunica- and that will bring up a online-based dictionary that you can go through, look up stuff. But again, it's always best to reach out to us to make sure you're putting it in the right way and it's being presented in the right way. Sorry. We also just currently released a Tunica textbook that came out this year in May. That was well over a 10-year project. So we're super excited it's out. If you do not have access to the Tunica textbook, please yet again, reach out to one of us and we will try our best to make sure you can get your hands on one. If we can't, and you're excited to get one and just can't wait, you can get the book on Amazon.com. Just look up Luciaroni Kupani Taroni, I believe. If not, we'll provide a link. We'll provide a link to it on Amazon and the university that published it. Another great Tunica resource we have is the Google Play app. It's the new Tunica dictionary. We are currently updating it, so there is some confusion on it, but we are working on getting it updated. So hopefully here soon it will be reflecting on what's Webinary. If you can't find what you're looking for, always check Webinary because it seems it has more information than what the app has right now until we can get that updated. And for you Android users, we are working on an Apple app. Unfortunately, I can't give an exact date when that will be ready. Maybe Dr. Moore can better, I guess,
TBD, to be determined.
to be
We're
determined.
currently working on it.
Yeah, we're really working on it to try and get that out. And another good resource is the LCRP YouTube. We have a lot of our past classes posted on there. There are some songs. I think we have a story or two up there. And if you're interested in some culture, Tiana has a really excellent video on there where she's explaining how she made her basket and ribbon skirt in Tunica. But as always, the best resource you can go to is the people, us, to learn more about the language, culture, and history. So with that being said, first I would like to go over a few things in Tunica. The first thing is our Tunica vowels and consonants. So just like any other language, we do have a written form. You will see two special characters that we can go over right quick, and that is what we call the epsilon E and the open O. I don't know the technical terms for them, but that's what we call them. So the first one we'll go over is the epsilon E, and it makes the sound of like in bet, eh, eh. A or A. And the way I always like to tell people is like think like Fonzie. A. Next is open O, which you produces like an aw sound. And the best way to get that is call, call, like you're calling like a crow. Call, call. So again, epsilon E is eh. Open O is aw. Next we have his I, and that is pronounced like in key, P, and C. So you get that E aspect. So I is E, E. Then we have E, which is actually pronounced as in like hey, way, and A. So again, you are getting that A sound, that A sound. Then we have A, which is pronounced like in as father and top, so that heavy ah sound. Rebecca, please stop me if I misrepresent.
I was thinking Fonzie actually would be like, "A,"
Yeah.
like "hey" or "way," and then is more like "bed" or "bet."
Okay. I'm
Anyway,
sticking with my
yeah.
Fonzie though, because it's funner.
I like
People.
it's a good example.
And then we have O, which is pronounced like as in boat, snow, and note. So that real O sound. And my favorite is U, which is pronounced like in boot, who, and chew. So that oo sound, you really get that. So again, the epsilon E is as in bet. Open O is all as in call. I is key, P, or C. So E. E is hey, wait, and aid. A. E is A. A is father or top. So A is ah. O is in boat, snow, or note. So O, O. Oo as in boot, who, and chew. So they're oo, your oo sound. So those are our vowels. Now we're going to move into our consonants. These are a little easier. So you have P as in pig, so P. T as in table, so that t sound. CH, which yes, it is a consonant, and I forgot the glottal. Just realized that. So CH, which you pronounce as in check, so ch. K as in kiss, so k. H as in hot, so you get that sound. L as in lake, or l. W as in wet, or wet. Y as in yes, yeah. M as in mother, so N as in nail, or n. Now there are some, I did mention there's a glottal stop, which is like a, what's the best way to explain that again, Dr. Moore?
It's the stop in your throat. Like when you say oh, it's that stop in the middle of and o before, instead of just saying oh, you say oh. So it's the stop in your throat.
Yes. And a good example of that in Tunica is rap intiki. Rap intaki.
Don't forget S and SH, which sounds just like it would in English.
Yeah. So you got S, so snail, and SH, so should. So and sh. And in some aspects, when it comes to you, if it comes after an H or an HK, it takes on a voiceless, which is like a whisper. So So, is everybody ready for some Tunica? Hotudan? So today we'll be going over Tunica greetings. Now, this class I'll be speaking mostly in English, but starting in the next one, there will be a lot more Tunica incorporated. So, Tiana, do you mind assisting me with this part?
Oh,
All right. Henny,
eti malapun.
you already messed up.
Hana.
What'd you forget to say to me?
Oh, my bad. Kanakaita.
Oh,
Para.
eti hema lapun.
Lapu shal. Mahat.
Lapusha, tikach,
Hita.
hita. Dr. Moore, would you like to do one too? All right, Dr. Moore, if you mind, can you greet Tiana Tokuch?
Lapu, Han. Haney Eshkuniyawa,
Kanakaita lupi.
Eti Hema Lapun,
Lapu. Hemat.
Lapu, Tikach,
Hita.
Ita.
Lapu. Elizabeth, do you mind assisting me with this next one and you begin?
Okay, start from the top.
Yes, ma'am.
Henny.
Henny, or Kanakaita.
Oh, okay. I see what you did. Okay. Okay. Henny.
Kanakaita.
Etimalapun.
Lapusha, Hemat.
Imalapu. Mahat.
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry. I've totally went off script right there. Okay. Okay.
okay, we'll start.
Okay.
Lapusha, Hemat.
Lapu. Imalapu tikach.
Hita. So as y'all heard, the way Tiana and Rebecca were talking is different than the way me and Elizabeth were talking. So in Tunica, we do have gender numbering aspects or endings. Sorry, which we will go over more in the next lesson. But today, I just want to make sure we get the greetings down. So again, Dr. Moore, do you mind assisting me?
On. Hey, Ryan.
Kanak Hayita or Kanaku Hayita.
Eti Lapu. Eti Ma Lapun.
Lapusha Hemat.
Mm, Ima Lapusha. Tikach.
Hita
Hita.
Lapu. With that being said, we'll do a little bit of practice time, and if you want, you can pause the video and practice with everybody in your household. But for this, me and Tiana will do another quick run through. So Tiana, Don,
Imadan.
Lapu, Henny,
Kanakaita.
Eti Hema, Lapun,
Lapu. Mahat.
Lapusha, Tikach,
Ita.
Hita. If you do not mind, Tiana, if you and Dr. Moore do a run through too.
Lapu. Kaini Lupi.
Heni Eshkuni Yawa.
Eti Hema Lapu.
Lapu. Hemat.
Lapu. Tikach.
Lapu. Hita.
Tikach Hotu or Tikach Hinima. Again, if you would like to pause the video before we continue and practice on your own or with people in your household, please do so. I will go ahead and wait a second. And now we're going to go ahead and go over the original Indian salutations that was documented, I believe, by Gatchik. Correct, Dr. Moore?
On.
So as you can see, this is what was originally documented. You can see the Etima Lapu, my friend, are you well? And nowadays, as you heard, we say Eti Hema and Eti Ma. And that is for the gender difference. So if you are talking to your female friend, you would say Eti Hema. And if you were talking to your male friend, you would say Eti Ma. And of course, you see Lapu, Mahat. As was shown before, we expanded that with Lapu, which means good, Lapusha, which is okay, and Lapaha, which is bad. And Mahat means and you on your part, if you're talking to your male friend, and Mahat or Hemat is you and you on and you on if you're talking to a female friend. And as you can see at the end, we have Laputa, which they thought it good. We just kind of just went with Hita, which is take care. Oh, and if you do follow us on YouTube, we do have the Etima Lapun song, which is a great way to remember how to talk or greet each other in Tunica. So right quick, I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and play the video for everybody.
I think you need to share sound, Ryan. Tikach.
And here in the slide, we have the Etima Lapun greeting song, and I will go ahead and mute my mic and play it for everybody.
Hey Nihotu. Hello everyone. Today we're going to sing the Tunica greeting song. Etimalapun. Etimalapun lapu mahat. Lapu pandu hitatikach. Etimalapu lapu hemat. Lapu pandu hitatikach. When addressing a male, you say, you on your part, mahat. When addressing a female, you on your part, hemat.
All right. And at this time, we are over with my lesson. And we will take questions and answers, which you can put in the comment boxes or directly message any of us. Our contact information should be provided below. And next week's lesson, we will be going over introductions and more, which is Ima Ryan Atisa. My name is Ryan. And so on. So Hita and Tikach, take care and thank you. And we hope to see you in the next video. Hita.
Kita.
Pizza.